Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Invoke. Now, in today's episode, what I wanted to do is we did have a drop of a new banner at the start of the season I did not cover in the festival MUTSUKI. We will talk about that a little bit later inside this episode. However, I do have a dispatch right now of the actual quest to fight the MUTSUKI. So what we're going to do, I have 3 different forms of teams to actually use against this quest, including the regular, OP, double or anniversary unit, super crazy like builds. I have a more free-to-play build that also has Kanai and like Festival Psycho, so it's a little bit more like, it's easier, it's like festival characters. And then we have premium characters, which I'm going to try out along with one festival in the middle with Festival Amon to try and have some kind of DPS to actually get some damage done. However, we're going to start with the OP one and move down the line and see how things go. Because I got this done. Today I just kind of wanted to play some Reinvoke. I'm having this temptation to play the game. That doesn't sit well with me a lot of the time. So, I mean, if you're going to embrace it, may as well get it done right now. Now, this team right here is the one I usually use to grind this quest, and so can pretty easily one-turn it. I'm probably just going to show my strategy here and get that done. I like this MUTSUKI's actual model quite a bit, aside from the face. Like, I love the robe, I love the knives, I love all the details about it. The actual face and the lack of mouth and everything really bothers me for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm just, like, really sketched out by it or something, but it just really, it strikes this wrong chord with me. However, we'll pop this off. We'll get the 3 times buff on the attack, which I think I already had, but that's okay. Get that done, and let's just keep on getting to the point. And that's a GG with only Kaneki, because that's how it goes. 100% Kaneki is honestly one of the better characters for trying to one-turn stuff like this. Arima is good for buffing your entire team, but Kaneki by himself can pretty much just solo anything he wants to, which is really, really nice. My Arima is currently at like 60% or so, so he's getting to that point where he'll build a solo sometime soon. I just need to get like past, I guess, one more good war grind. Next season, I'm going to have like my phone inside classes as well, so it should be pretty easy to get that done. I actually don't have a Arima at 10 out of 10 just yet on this account, so we are going to hop into this with the Psycho, the Heisei, and the Kanai. Mostly our goal here is going to be to use Heisei to get the break and be good to go. Psycho is going to be able to get the DPS, and Kanai is going to be here for skill charge to get some extra combo in. And it should work out pretty well. Now, I do want to get the charge on Kanai first, because that's kind of the best way to traverse all of this. And I guess I haven't really done a showcase of the Light Heisei with, like, his 100% skill, because I do have him maxed out now with extra 4 AP. What? Oh. I may have just ended my turn accidentally. I didn't mean to. Just chill a little bit, yeah. Whoops. That wasn't intentional, but I guess it happened anyway. Oopsie poopsie. Big mistakes were made. It's okay. We'll live through this. I'm actually, like, this morning, I'm feeling very caffeinated in general, because I don't always go for the pick to have an espresso shot inside my coffee. Honestly, it's not something that always works for me. But last night I had the rehearsal dinner for my whole... So I submitted my poetry anthology to an art gallery, which is next week's Thursday. Expected nothing out of it. I expected to have nothing happen. I wanted nothing to happen, I think, low-key. But it happened anyway, and I did end up getting in. So yesterday was the rehearsal dinner where we had to go and like test out the performances, try out the mic on stage. We had like, there was like a sushi dinner around and everything. So it was neat. But I am completely exhausted after it, unfortunately. And that's just kind of how the world moves on in this case. So I had the espresso shot. I'm half fucking dead today. But I'm feeling pretty productive, I'm feeling pretty good, and it is time for the maximum efficiency in terms of video creation, because I'm feeling like today's one of those days I want to get things done. So that's going to be my main goal for the moment. Whip it. Hell yeah. Now we are going to try to get Kanai's skill because that's kind of my main priority right now. Kanai is going to be the one that's able to get a lot of work done for this entire squad. And just typically that's going to work out pretty well, especially because Psycho does have less AP due to being paralyzed. So I'm trying to be a little bit careful with that. Pop that off. We will be able to get another skill off this turn. Now, do I want to get... Here's what I'm going to do, actually. So I'm going to pop in my Ghoul Heisei. We're going to use his skill to get some extra DPS in and then swap back to Kanai. We're going to get the skill charge of Kanai, pop it again, get the skill with Heisei and with Psycho off first before we keep on going and do some extra DPS here. So 10 hits right here. And then we pop off the Psycho and get a good whip in. Yeah. And I guess we'll just let that go for now as well. The main thing is I need to get like a defense buffer to be able to kind of carry me through all of this. Because this is, oh, cat hair in my mouth. Oh, hate that. This is going to be a bit harmful. Just don't, yeah, that's okay. As long as I have 3 characters, I'm pretty much all right. The main issue is when I end up losing more than that. So, Psycho, I'm going to pop your skill now because it does 10 durability damage, which I actually didn't know about until recently. And that, no, don't swap to Ghoul Heisei. That should work pretty well for getting the rest of this charge. The issue is in that I can't get the charge in any of these characters aside from, I mean, Hakukuja might be able to get this. If he can't, I'm going to lose. Or at least lose him. He didn't. Fuck. Well, hey, team. Don't die, please. Okay, yeah, that definitely hurts. Safe. Safe. Good to go. I have a double swap here, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, bop 1, 2, 3, 4, bop 1, 2. Get the Psycho awakened, use all of her AP, double swap, and be good to go. So it's still generally possible with that team. However, I'm realizing if we're gonna do our premium one, we're going to need... I'm going to get rid of the... See, I don't want to use festival characters at all. I'm trying to think of how to get around that because my team generally, I'm trying to avoid it to be more... I want to use a proper, weaker team. So I think I'm going to need a defense buffer. Give me a sec. I got this. Okay, so I'm trying to avoid using as many Fest characters as possible. I'm going to count Hakuji as a weaker Fest for my own purposes so I can actually justify having him on the team. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have Heisei, Orochi, and Mutsuki. Mutsuki is going to be our defense buffer. Heisei is going to be the attack buffer. Orochi is going to be our main damage dealer. Behind Heisei, I have the Ri Hinami, of which is at 100%. She is missing her extra 10% health increase thing. But generally, it should be okay. Hakuji Omori is behind Orochi to get some extra damage in for the, like, bleed, paralyze, whatever it is. I just need it. And Hoji is in the back right because he is currently at 100%. And I mean, he's a good carry unit, right? He's a real hero. And this generally, I feel like it's still possible. My main issue is Mutsuki isn't at any kind of meaningful percent. She's currently sitting at like 0%. So the guard isn't as helpful as it could be. But we're going to try our best here. And we're going to try to kind of get whatever we can done in general. And it should be good. But yeah, like yesterday when I went to the reference dinner, so we ended up going, I met them at the station that we were going to over by like my therapy office, because that's around where they kind of situate out of. And once I went there, I met someone that I knew inside elementary school, and they were just walking by, which is weird. I wasn't even like near an area where I ever lived or was near or anything. So that was a thing. I am going to try to get MUTSUKI's skill off this first turn, because I feel like the guard buff and attack down are really, really important. I probably should have used Premium Psycho for this, honestly, behind MUTSUKI, but that's okay. We're doing our best. So I saw those friends, and I was like, huh, that's a weird thing. So that already set my day into such a weird general motion from the beginning. But beyond that, we went inside, we walked over to the actual thing. It was just exactly what you expected. There was a main stage, and you had to go up and perform your thing. There was some people doing like a really bad riff script about the whole situation, and they were like, now introducing the what was it? The payload of poetry or something. And they ushered people up to the stage to go do their things. It was interesting, I suppose. It wasn't really what I expected it to end up. Well, it's what I expected. It's not what I was ready for. So I'm not sure how next week could end up going with everything, but I'm going to try to take the opportunity to just kind of do it. A lot of what I'm trying to do right now is kind of find stuff like this to do that's kind of meaningful to me. And I feel as if I do care quite a bit about poetry in general. My poetry that I wrote about or that I wrote for this was generally around the idea of identity and the weakness of someone that doesn't have an identity properly. So it's fun, it's fulfilling, it's just, I'm not accustomed to a world that is artsy and stuff like that, I guess. I just fucking ended my turn again. Here's my issue. I can tell you about this. So my default, I'm always clicking on the screen because I have like this weird OCD thing where I always have to click off of somewhere. So like if I'm on like a YouTube page, I'll be clicking on the area in the description box right next to where the title is, because you won't actually highlight anything, but you can still kind of click freely. I'm clicking to the right of the emulator screen. However, it's to the right of the turn end button. And apparently, if you click off the screen, it clicks on the screen on the edge of where it is. So, fuck. I may have lost this. I need a higher damage dealer for this, honestly. Let's rerun. Let's try this again. Let's wrap this. That's on the button. Is this it? Yes, it is. Let's try again, shall we? Okay, so we need a damage dealer. I have put Festival M on. Now, I understand he is not premium. However, he's the only character which is worth anything. So, or like, worth super crazy carry potential. So, it works out. I do have Premium Psycho here at 60%, just sitting here, and she's going to be good to go. She'll do a lot of really good work for this. And I do have Premium MUTSUKI behind Festival Ammon, so it's going to be... It's going to be a lot easier. However, it's still going to be a little bit of struggle to this. So I feel like I'm generally happy with it. And let's go ahead and hop into it. Now, after the rehearsal dinner thing, when we were done doing the actual rehearsal thing, we went back to the office and we started playing Pictionary, and they were sharing sushi around the table. Now, unfortunately, so I don't think I've talked about this inside episodes before of videos, but how do I phrase this where it doesn't sound like a weird sex thing? I have a throat thing, where certain textures and certain, like, just feelings, my throat will reject. This, God, it sounds so bad. So, for example, stuff like apple peels, stuff like raisins, raw fish, like sushi, just generally, like, I guess slimy or weird textures I'm not a huge fan of, my throat will outright reject them and I will gag. So I can't eat sushi. I like the flavor of sushi. I enjoy the actual act of eating the sushi. The texture kills me and I can't eat it. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, Well, hey guys, I'm gonna go downstairs and go grab some pizza. I'm gonna play this, by the way. I should probably do that thing. So I'm gonna go grab some pizza. I'll be back, everybody. See you in a second. So I head down to a thing I guess I probably shouldn't say the name here because it's very distinct. But there's a pizza place which is more like family oriented toward the side of this office. And so I go downstairs, I go to this dessert or this pizza place. I look at the menu and I see a mistake. I see a rift in the dimension where it says dessert pizza. Now, what this dessert pizza is it's a pizza where the tomato sauce is replaced by chocolate, like, I guess fondue or whipped cream or something. It was like cheese was replaced by something. Pepperonis were replaced by like small cookies. The crust was marshmallows. So I get normal pizza and I go upstairs and tell them about the dessert pizza. And the girl to my right goes, "Wanna try it?" And I'm a man who's very focused on experiences. I'm very focused on learning new things, experiencing different parts of the strange, strange world. So I go, I probably shouldn't say your name. Sure, Brenda. I will eat that dessert pizza with you if you want to go grab it. So she goes and grabs it. And it is the most sickly sweet atrocity that hits my mouth and my body just goes, that sugar is not okay. And my stomach screams and my nausea kicks up to like the umpteenth degree and I have to run to the washroom. And I don't throw it up, obviously, because that's also generally rude. So I put it down, I kind of wash my mouth, I drink some water, and I'm like, is the sweetness just killing me? So I don't know if it's when something is way too sweet, I get the same reaction as I would with like a piece of sushi or something. But that guttural, like, oh, everything is wrong feeling is really horrible. And that dessert pizza definitely not my kind of thing. I think I have a pretty big sweet tooth. In small quantities, like, I love myself a brownie once in a while, right? But I can't down, like, an entire tray of brownies within a day. Like, it takes me a week and a half, 2 weeks, just because my stomach is not keen on that. So, I don't know if that's, like, only me. But it's very unique, I think. And I haven't heard a lot of people or met a lot of people that relate to it. So it just becomes me isolated, being like, oh, you know, I'm not keen on going to that cheesecake place today, you know? Like, there was a time a couple years ago where my friends almost every single week would constantly be going to the Maid Cafe. And I just couldn't. Because while I like sweets, going to that Maid Cafe, everything is sweets. From the fucking drink, which is like a matcha smoothie with vanilla, to the cheesecake, which has chocolate drizzle and crackers. It's just too much for me. I can't fucking handle it. And God knows I don't even want to try. That Maid Cafe actually died super hard, weirdly enough. And it's sad to this day for me, because I feel as if that's a reality that's very unfortunate, where that Maid Cafes can't survive inside North America, because the niche is cool, but no one gives a shit about it. Also, my entire team died aside from Amon, but you know what? I will take it. Thank you for that. I just booped my nose. Thank you for that. I will accept the world. So apparently the answer to trying to beat MUTSUKI with a premium team is just have Festival Amon. That just seems to be the case right now. Granted, I could probably find like a better strategy for things and actually not have Psycho die. But you know what? We did our job for today, and I am slowly getting closer. Actually, I could probably get Anniversary Arima a little bit higher here. So I need 3 more of those. So light kokakakus. Thank you for that. I will take 3 of those. I think the next one is Ukakus for the 10 level, right? I actually don't fully remember, so I'd love for a slight refresher here. So that's good. I'm up to 17 AP now, which is super nice. And it does take 10 light Ukakus. So I will need to grind up a little bit more during the season. However, hopefully by the end of next season, I'll have him up to 100% because I do have 73 or 3 stimulants and 70% already onto him. So he'll be good to go 100% by the end of next season, guaranteed. Which should be super, super nice. I'll probably try that out on like a damage test at some point. I still have yet to get the 100 million. Let's go do that. We're 20 minutes in. It's okay. It's not like anyone cares that the video is longer, right? People like that sometimes. And we'll just go ahead and go and party a little bit. Because I do want to get these done every single season. And I feel like we're kind of getting toward the tail end of this season. And I have kind of neglected this a bit more than I probably should have. However, let's get to it. I haven't even finished my coffee, by the way. Like, I am fucking wired right now, if I'm being real. But, there's, like, maybe a quarter left inside here. That's always a good sign, right? What we will do here, probably, we don't have a break bonus on Arima just yet, so we will need to get it on Kaneki. It's gonna take 30 AP to actually get the kill here. Or the break, sorry. This is actually perfect. Weird! The exact AP of both Kaneki and Arima exactly breaks the clown. That is so weird! I love it! Okay. So we're gonna try to get the charge on Kanai here, because we do definitely want to get that off. I'm not going to pop the attack buff, because I don't need it. Kaneki self-buffs for 3 times at 100%, and Arima himself, when he does use his skill when he's awakened, gets 2.25 times, so it's fine. We're gonna try to get the charge on Kanai here. I'm actually gonna try to do something fancy here. There we go! I will take that. We pop that off, we get this Kaneki skill real quick. We pop Kanai's ability as well. Get that skill charge just up and good to go. And then our Kaneki goes all the way in and gets some extra damage in. We're already up to 10 million, so we should be alright. Arima hasn't actually gotten any skills off just yet, aside from his original pop in and do things. I actually probably swapped out Arima, because this is a Dark Clown. My bad. Oopsie. But that's okay, though. So we're gonna get this off. We'll go all the way with Arima. I want to get the break with Kaneki anyway, because he has the break bonus. However, we'll pop this. We'll go for this. Hey, Arima. Big damage. Jeez, it pops off so hard. I love it. It's so strong. We'll do this. 1, 2, 3, bop. 1, 2, 3, 4, bop. 1, 2, 3, 4, bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably should have popped his skill earlier. That is okay. I'm going to double swap to Kaya right now as well. Probably should have swapped Kanai over to the... or Arima over to the left side to have him always in. But that's okay. We're living here anyway. We're gonna get to 100 million regardless, so... do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop this off, then we're gonna swap in Arima and get some extra work done and good to go. Actually, we'll do that. There we go. Kaneki has a little bit more than half, so I kind of want to get his skill off first, just to get that extra bit of damage in. Then we'll pop Kanai's skill to get the charge in Arima already as well. get that done. We'll pop off Arima, and we are good to go. And you see, like, I also, on Monday earlier this week, I ended up going to a very... So I don't go to parties very often. I'm not, unsurprisingly, the guy who does internet weird YouTube videos for a technical form of living, if you can call it that, isn't the most keen on party environments. However, I was invited with some college friends to go and hang out at one of their places for a board game like celebration. And I was like, you know what? Sure. So they invited me to a Facebook event, of which I didn't have Facebook. Activated my Facebook, got messaged by an ex within 10 minutes, had a half a breakdown about that, and I went to the event on Monday, which was... Fuck! No! God damn it! It ended my turn again. Oh my god, I need to stop doing this. I am so upset about this. Fuck me. I'm just gonna work on this while I go. I need to stop pausing. But I went on Monday to this like weird celebration where everyone was just kind of getting drunk and having a good time and everything. Now, if you don't know about me, hey there, I'm Lee. I don't like being touched. As many people don't, I think. I think it's very comfortable to say that a lot of people, without being told, they're not too keen on the touchingness of different people. But the people I was in between on a couch were very touchy, to the point where the girl next to me had her arm around me, and the guy to my right was like, he was like grabbing my knee at certain times. It was very awkward, and it was a thing, but I got grabbed on the back of my neck at one point, and I like had half a panic attack, so I had to like bounce out and come back. But in general, like, everyone there were like little immature kids. Like, they were going off about their hatred of a certain teacher inside the program, and it devolved into like, man, that bald fucknut is really, really bad, isn't he? They used the word fucknut. And it's so weird being the youngest person in the room and feeling as if everyone's being more immature. So while that was happening, it was a very awkward, strange day. And to this point, I'm still like, next week I gotta go in and say hi to these people inside my program, and I'm not too sure about it. So I feel as if, in terms of party stuff, I'm probably gonna try and take a step back from that, which also should be good in general, because I feel as if I've been enjoying doing the YouTube stuff a lot more. And last semester, I was so determined to try and make like this form of fulfilling life by trying to fill up my schedule with a bunch of different things that seem meaningful. Like my volunteering with the new mental health, whatever it was, thing, the project. I volunteered for a while, helped them out, great time. Super fun, I was glad with the time I spent there, but it was exhausting me to the point that I ended up having to drop out. Next semester, I'm meant to be doing a couple volunteering opportunities that are a little bit smaller, but I don't want that to be my entire schedule from here on out. And I'm probably gonna try to balance around that, and also, I want to do YouTube a hell of a lot more than I am right now, and I feel as if it's what I enjoy the most out of my different days. So, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good semester, I think. It was a lot to try and deal with over on Monday, and I feel as if I've kind of tried to get back in the routine of things afterwards. I've been very busy this week in general, just because there's so many different like moving cogs at this point in my day-to-day. It's so exhausting to have it where I now have an agenda, and in this agenda I write down my different schedules, the times that I'm able to record and I scheduled to record, and times that I scheduled for my own leisure to not try and stress about things too much. And I've tried to structure my different days to be like that, to feel a lot less stress around it, and it's been helping fucking immensely. Like the last couple of days, I felt a lot more at peace, because I know like okay, so I'm going to record at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then I'm good. I'm not going to go beyond it. I'm not going to think about any more recording. That was my time. What I got done, and that is it. And having that strict schedule, it makes me feel so much more at peace with doing this YouTube stuff. So it's so weird to balance the world with yourself, but it's fulfilling and it's good to do. If you are disorganized like I am, and you have stupid, horrible OCD, and you have serious anxiety, loose schedules of which are flexible, but you also can look at and kind of keep to in your own mind, is just, it is mind-blowingly fantastic. And that is maybe only for me, but I suggest at least trying it out for a little bit and seeing if it works for you, because it is fucking golden. It saves lives, I think. However, we actually got 2,000 tickets off of getting that 100 million damage thing. So let's go ahead and max out to 10 out of 10. The boy. Wow. Go Arima. Arima go big up. And now he'll be good to go when he actually gets maxed out fully as well. This does mean that when I get 10 more stimulants into this Arima, he's gonna be the best buffer in the entire goddamn motherfucking game. And that's gonna be a real good time. Looking forward to that next season. That does mean that I'm kind of just done with all my content now inside this game. Cause he's basically just a cheat code to instantly win every single quest you could end up fighting. So I'm gonna have to find ways to make it fun by using him and someone else and trying to see how that goes. Maybe a full SR party alongside him and seeing if they can beat like a boss quest or something. But we'll be seeing that once we get to the next episode of ReInvoke. Probably during off season if there's anything to actually talk about. If there's not, I'll see you next war, everybody. That's ReInvoke, I guess. Either way, today was fun. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. And hey, if you're gonna do a cool thing, maybe you should do that cool thing in a structured way. See you later, everybody.